Hey guys, how are you? How are you doing today? Hey guys. Hey, it's John Fraser. How you doing? Listen, I wanted to send this email out or this video message, just because my wife and I are sitting here, working from our home office. As you can see here right behind me, I've got our pond going. But one of the things that is really important that I found in being in business for yourself is, number one, if you're working a job, coming home at the end of a day, looking around, wondering, is there anything else? And I found out that there's many other things that you could do. There's many other things that are possible to be done. What you have to do is take the time to figure out what you really want to do with your extra time. If you're not making enough money, there's lots of ways to make extra money. I mean, if you don't want to do anything to really improve your life or make anything majorly different, you can just go get a job for 5, 10, 15, 20 hours extra. But no matter what you do in any kind of job that you do, you're going to be limited in time to 24 hours a day. Okay? So what I found and what I learned at an early age, probably in my early 20s, is that if I was going to be doing something, I wanted to do a business that, or sold a product, sold a service, did something where I could actually earn a small piece of income on a monthly basis that comes in from a product or service that was sold. And I don't remember who said it, but I think it was Thomas Edison or Alexander Graham Bell or somebody that said, if you want to be rich, you got to figure out a way to get $1 from millions and millions of people. If you want to have, that's like the phone. It's probably something about AT&T, I guess. But anyway, long story short, been with so many different companies over the years. Been with Legal Shield. Been with Amway. After 14 years of being with Legal Shield, we ended up looking at just about every avenue out there because of our illegal termination. And the whole 9 yards is, by the time, no matter how you slice it, if you have a $55 auto ship from a company, or let's say a $90 auto ship, or whatever the case is, and you're getting, let's say, 50, 60, 75% business volume or whatever from that, you go spend your time talking to 10, 15, 20 people through casual conversations, however you do it, bumping into people, okay? And so what ends up happening is you go out there, spend all your time to get one customer. You talk to 20, 30 people, and out of 20 or 30, you'll get maybe 10 that have some sort of interest. And out of 10 that have interest, then you narrow it down to maybe 3 to 5 people you can do presentations with. And of the 3 to 5 you do presentations with, maybe you sell 1 or 2 customers, or they want to buy your product. Okay? So what ends up happening is you sell, you get them on a $50 auto ship, $100 auto ship, whatever it is, and your income, if you're just getting started in any business, your income is going to be about 10%. Even though these companies boast you can get up to 50% or more, the whole 9 yards is you'll get about 10% of whatever that base auto ship amount is. So $50 or so. Sorry, I'm gonna sit down here on my little rock thing. So anyway, you've got a $50 auto ship. You're going to make 10% of that, so you increased your monthly revenue by $5. Got it. What about you got somebody that's paying $90 a month for a product? Okay, so you increased your revenue by, let's say, $5 to $7 because you're making probably, even if you're making 10%, okay, $9. But what I found is there's supportive companies out there and competing. Competing companies are where you look at different network marketing companies, different direct sales companies, and they say, hey, you know what, build our business, build your team, do it all here. You make overrides based on, the larger your team you build, so on and so forth. The more of a team you build, the more commission you get. And, that sounds all great, but gosh, I've been doing network marketing now. That's my Molly dog. Anyway, I've been doing network marketing now for, since I was like 21 years old. And did Amway for like 8 years. Got to the point where we're making about a couple $1,000s a month. and then I was spending like $2,500 a month. You know what I mean? And so anyway, that got old after a while. Whoop, golly, I'm being eaten alive by mosquitoes. Holy crap! All right, I gotta keep walking. So anyway, you go out there, you build these deals, you build these companies, you increase your income by, let's say, $3, like in Legal Shield, a $17 membership. If you really did an ASERN thing on that, where when the customer pays $17, how much are you really making? Okay, I'm not talking about advanced commissions, because that doesn't build real residual income up fast, because you got that debit balance to pay off. And as you saw in one of my videos that I did, that there's over 14 years of being with the business, we had a company retention. Actually, not company retention, but my personal retention from how many memberships I actually marketed and sold in our organization, which was about 111,000 plus. And then what ended up happening is, when we were terminated, I had an opportunity to take a bunch of screenshots of all of our information before our back office was shut down, and found out that we had about 18,000 memberships that were left. Well, if you divide those two numbers out, multiply by 100, you come up with 16.2. So I don't know about you, but if you're going to go put 8.5 customers, let's say out of 10 customers you put on the books, you're hoping that your product or service is so good that your customers are going to stay, because that gives you that long-term residual income that you can build your income base on. Well, if you have 8.6, let's just make it 9, because you can't keep 8.5 customers. Let's say you lose 9 customers out of 10. That means whatever you think you're making, you're only making 10% of what you thought you were making. So when I look at these different companies, I try to compare the differences between all of them. You really got to compare these businesses in an apples to apples type of a situation, okay? Because what ends up happening is, if you're comparing, let's take a look at, I don't know, I have some knowledge about Secret, for example. You take a Secret distributor, which they want to be on let's say an auto ship of about $50 a month. So you're making $5 a month there. So how many customers do you have to add to make $100 a month pure residual income, whether you work or not? 20, right? Make about $5 a month. 20 customers times that is 100. So how many customers do you need to make $1,000 in that business? Well, I'm not talking about bonuses. I'm not talking about recruiting somebody and they buy $1,500. I'm talking pure base residual income that comes in month after month that you can count on, and that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about recruiting bonuses, nothing. So you need 200. You need 200 customers that you have personally brought in to make about $1,000 a month in income without having to do anything ever again. So what about, let's say, like a Nerium business? Okay, so you've got a $90 bottle at wholesale. You're making about 10% of the BV. You don't get full 90 BV on that. You're getting, I think it was around 70%, 70 BV out of 90. So you're looking at about 75 to 80%. So you're making about $7.50. $7.50 renewal income, residual income, whatever you want to call it, on that product, for example. And you can take any product you look at, you can easily find out what you make on a monthly basis for getting that product to someone. So when I started looking at Power Network, one of the things that I found was, okay, it's a $25 sale. It's a $25 monthly membership that gets you access to 8 fast start videos that teach you the methods, ideas for blog. Man, the wind's really picking up here. Can you hear me? I'm not sure if you can hear that or if you can still hear me okay or not. But anyway, it is what it is, guys. So you go out there, and so how long would it take you to make 100 customers? Now, I don't know about you. Any way you slice it, if it only takes me 4 customers to make $100 a month, so let's say $25 a month is a monthly rate there. And Dave and David set it up so you actually get 100% of that. Now, of course, the second the fourth, the sixth, and every fifth after, that goes to your upline. That's called the power line or the passive plan with this compensation model. Actually, one of the most powerful that I've ever seen. At first, I didn't like it, but when I understood it, if you're a builder and you bring on builders, it builds your income stream faster than any other thing that I've ever seen. So, even though there's a learning curve with learning how to market, the bottom line is I guarantee you haven't been taught how to market really anything outside of the products that are within that you're offering or selling right now. So I would recommend that you go ahead and join. There's a button that's going to be at the bottom of this page or somewhere around here. There'll be a link that you can actually click on, or you can go to www.joinjohnandkellyfraser.com. That's probably the easiest way to do it. Just get your credit card out, pay the $25, go through your Fast Start training. Now, guys, these are not videos you watch one time. There's so much information that's packed into this stuff that you'll want to watch them over and over again. And I can tell you, that'll give you what you'd normally pay thousands of dollars anywhere else to learn the basic techniques of learning how to market online. Now, we have a support system that goes way beyond the $25. Okay, what ends up happening is, once you get access to the Empower Network, you also get access to the Extreme Team, which is what we're part of. Tony and Jessica Rush, awesome people. Never met them, but I feel like I know them because I've been watching all the videos, all the training videos and things that are there. And that's kind of what I was doing for Legal Shield, the company I was with in the past, where I put all these videos and trainings and things together. I was doing a lot of offline work, and I was generating customer calls and people coming in from all over the country. I still get calls today. I refer them over to my good buddies and help him out with the business. But anyway, the bottom line is here, 4 customers at $25, in essence, you're getting $100 a month gross income. Now, there's some processing fees and credit card transactions that they have to take care of for running the business. So, okay, so you need maybe 4 or 5 customers and you get $100 a month versus 20 in any of these other deals. Maybe 15 to 20 in the other deals. Guys, I don't know about you, but if I'm going to be talking to people, if I'm going to be looking for customers, and right now there's over 3 million people a day that are looking to make money, and they're looking to figure out a way to make money from home. And all you have to do is write some information, teach people how to do some of this. They will find you, track you down, put their name and information in on an email list like you have. I'm going to continue sending out messages as we get these videos. We're going to make them, we're going to send them out, and we are going to be teaching you more and more of these concepts. But the main thing I want to get across is if you haven't hit the button and join for $25, you got to start there. Okay? There's other levels you can get to that'll teach you more about more detailed things. That's if you want to go there, you want to learn more, you want to make more money, then you want to do that. So do the $25, get started, get in. We have a daily call that happens around 10 o'clock in the mornings on Monday through Thursday where you can actually listen in, kind of like a little pump you up call. And if you miss it, we have a replay that you can listen to. But if you're on it live, the last 5, 10, 15 minutes, depending on how the first part of the call goes, you can actually unmute yourself, ask your questions, and figure out what's going on. And then the other thing is we have a private Facebook page where you can ask all the questions you want. People will actually answer you that are part of the Extreme Team, part of the things that we do, and they're going to teach you some of that information. Now, if you want to make $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, you'll definitely want to upgrade to the Costa Rica program and the 15K and maybe even the Masters program. Costa Rica is like $500 one time. The 15K is like $1,000. Then the Masters is $3,500. And guys, if you own that product, and somebody on your team, let's say, buys a 25 and they upgrade, and to do some of the other product, you get 100% of that. Name me another company that you can market a product for $25, $100, $500, $1,000, or $3,500. Now, the $3,500 they pay out $3,000 because there's some administrative and other things they have in there that they I don't know all the details about it. All I know is you get $3,000 of the $3,500. Hey, I'm happy with that because I didn't have anything that I sold that I ever made $3,000 on. And I guarantee if you sell any kind of product out there, you probably have to sell something worth $100,000 to make $3,000. Think about real estate, 3% commission of your 6%, and then you probably keep in half of that because it's going to your selling broker or your listing broker. I was in real estate, by the way. So what I recommend is, from this video, I'm going to be making more videos on starting to do some of these things, but you want to start building your list immediately, no matter what business you're in, no matter what you want to market. If you want to market our products, fantastic. I can tell you that I don't pick up the phone to call people about Empower Network. I don't get calls in about Empower Network. But I got 7 leads a couple of days ago, and I'm getting a couple of leads a day that are coming in. We're just starting to fill our pipeline, and I'm going to put some pictures in here. You'll see a picture of our lead flow. I have a screenshot that shows 7 leads in a day. But that came from me and Kelly learning about some of these techniques in the 15K the 15K mastermind. Okay? And which is $1,000. I can tell you, out of the 18 modules that are in there, we've gone through, I think right now, 5. Each of those modules are anywhere from an hour and a half to like 4.5 hours of training, in-depth video tutorial training, walkthroughs. It just blew me away. And all I know is my head was hurting after I watched those videos. I think I pulled my hair out. Well, I already did that, as you can see. I've pulled a lot of hair out over the years. But anyway, I pulled my hair out, realized I needed some aspirin at the end of it, and I'm a techie guy, so I get a lot of this stuff pretty well, but I don't remember stuff, so I gotta go back and listen to stuff over and over again. Kelly, on the other hand, she's not a techie person, but she gets it the first time. So it's kind of an interesting combination, us working together. And by the way, that's another cool thing about being in business together. And you'll see me jump all over the place. I'm like ADHD or ADD, whatever it is, out the butt. Okay, so I'll be talking about one thing totally something different, but that's what it is. That's just what I am. So congratulations, you inherited somebody that's ADD. But so what you do is you start getting into the technology, the learning of this. Learning will kick your ass probably. It's really been a challenge for Kelly to learn some things, being non-computer literate, but she's picked the stuff up. I'm blown away how she can talk about the stuff now and what she does to generate traffic. Some of the things we did last week, on one day alone, we generated, now get this, 2 months ago, we didn't know anything about this. I was doing some of it. I kind of shotgunned some things for Legal Shield, and I'm still getting 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 calls on a regular basis every day, every other day for that business. But we don't do that anymore because that's gone. $10,000 a month, gone, wiped out. We're starting from fresh. We went down to having to get on food stamps. It's kind of embarrassing, but it is what it is. We had to get on food stamps. Friends and family have let us borrow money to help get started on things. We borrowed money to get in our last 2 businesses, and this one was $25 to get in. I said, you know what? I think we can do it. Hey, do we do our 25 this week or next week? It was like that low, and it's still low, but we're building it up from scratch. We've got a restaurant upholstery business, so you can see here a little bit. So, Kelly and I do some of that on the side while we're building this other business, because that's what she did before. So we had to, you just got to do what you got to do. Do what you have to do to pay the bills. Build this on the side and start building your residual. Okay? So the bottom line is, if you can build like $100 or $200 a month, $100 a day, $25, whatever it is. My goal, if you can build $200 a month without a team, at the end of the year you got 24. Is that right? 12, 24? Yeah. 24,000 a year coming in. Right? So 200, 4, 6, 8, 12. Yeah. So that's 24. So 12 months times 200, that's 2,400. So 2,400 times 12 months, you're looking at like 28,000 a year of income stream that's been replaced after 1 year of working, while you're just kind of doing whatever you have to do to keep above the water, keep the bill collectors and stuff away. And all I can say is, hey, what if you jumped it to 300? Now you're at 36,000. What if you jumped it to 4? Now you're at 48,000. What if you got up to 500 a month? Some of the people have come on board and just absolutely taken off in Empower because, honestly, they either did exactly what the people that were teaching them to do did, or they had a good amount of cash that they started putting into paid advertising, which can generate a huge amount of leads real fast. So no matter where you are, if you're broke like we were, and we're kind of getting out of that hole, get your credit card out, whatever you got to do, get on that $25 thing. Jump up if you can, get on the $100 program in the inner circle, and we'll start listening to those other training audios and things that are there. Whenever you can, if you can do it, if you want to get all in right off the bat, you're looking like $5,000. Okay? If we had $5,000, we would have done it. We already spent that crap in another, couple prior businesses that we could have taken and funneled here, but oh well. Shit happens and you just move on. So, anyway, I think I've ranted long enough. So what I'd recommend you doing, get down on that button right there, press a button, join for $25, start getting your information, start learning what you need to learn to start marketing your business. Stop worrying about where the heck you're getting leads from. At first I thought, what the heck, I don't even know if this is going to work. Well, it's working. We're getting leads almost every day now. We're getting people that are buying that I don't even know who they are. I haven't even talked to them. I haven't even gotten on the phone to convince them to buy. And if you told me that 6 months ago when I was looking at when we were looking at maybe some different opportunities, maybe do something outside of Legal Shield, develop some extra income or develop additional income streams, I would have thought you're totally crazy and full of bullshit. Because there'd be no way that I thought in the past that somebody would join my business and pay $25 a month or $100 a month or $500 one time or $1,000 or $3,500 one time without me having to say anything to them. Guys, I can tell you, I paid $1,000 for the master's course and for the 15K intensive. And Tony didn't call me. He didn't pressure me to buy, which is crazy. And the weird thing is, after I talked to Tony, I found out that because we're in his power line, and we happen to be that fifth one, or the second, fourth, or sixth, and then every fifth after, that $1,000 went up to his upline. So somebody who doesn't even know me just made $1,000, and they never reached out and even talked to us. But I can tell you, out of the 4 modules, 4.5, 5 modules we've gone through already, I would have paid $1,000, $2,000 for each of those modules just to learn the information that works, that is currently working, that is real time, that people are doing today. You cannot go out there and buy some of these prepackaged programs on DVD and all that kind of stuff, because by the time they prepare it and make the cool box and all the crap that they send you, well, first of all, most people never even take it out of the box. That's the first thing. Second is, it's already outdated. The internet is moving so fast. Google has changed their algorithms, a number of times in the last few years, and they're doing everything they can do to make sure that you're getting quality content and you're not being spammed with a whole bunch of crap out there. You look for the right stuff, you get it the first time. That's the whole idea for Google. So it makes us learn how to not do spammy things, how to write real content, how to write great information that people want to find. And then they're going to find you, and they're going to join your business, and you don't even know who they are until you appear at an event. We got Denver, Colorado coming up in like 30 days. Did we have the money to buy our tickets? No. Did we figure out a way to, I had the money in the account, and I said, honey, we got to go. We just got to do it, because if we don't do it now, it's going to get harder. We just did it. And guess what? When we made space, the universe figured out a way to fill it back in again. We had a call, customer called, we got a job, replaced that money almost immediately. Yeah, so we had to do a little work for it. So I've had to sell some crap around the house to do some of the things we needed to do. Well, I didn't need it anyway. It was just crap that I bought to impress people I didn't know, to make myself feel good. And, after about 10 minutes, whatever it was, it didn't make me feel good anyway. All right, so I've ranted long enough. This is good enough for this video for right now, but I'm going to put a few different pictures and links, probably in one of these videos where this is attached to, that'll show the some of the postings, some of the ads, some of the different things that are out there that we did that started generating traffic, a copy of our Aweber account that actually shows how many leads and stuff came in, copies of our screenshots from our cell phone that showed, hey, your income just increased by $25. Hey, your income just increased by $100. Damn, mosquitoes are going nuts. I'm like a mosquito magnet. Kelly loves hanging out with me outside because none of them go to her. They all bite the shit out of me. This is crazy. Anyway, sorry about cursing there, but hey, that's who I am. So anyway, hit that button, get started, do what you need to do, figure it out, sell something, have a abundance mentality instead of, gosh, I wonder if it'll work. Learn how to do this, get it to work, and just say you're going to do it. That's what I recommend. So let's see, where do I turn this thing off from? That's it. All right, guys, see you on the next video. Bye-bye.